10 animals that are totally invincible. 1. Scorpions. Scorpions can survive anything. They're found on all continents, except Antarctica. They can easily survive large doses of radiation. A scorpion can be frozen and come back to life after it thaws. Scorpions also have an extremely high tolerance of UV radiation. 2. Crocodiles. Crocodiles regularly go for long periods without food. They don't need food to maintain body temperature. They're very efficient at storing energy in their bodies. They can survive up to 3 years without eating. The reptiles do it by staying motionless and using their fat deposits. 3. West African lungfish. African lungfish live in shallow swamps waters. The water often dries up, so these fish transform into air-breathing land dwellers. During the dry season, lungfish burrow deep into dried mud. Then they excrete a coating of slime to minimize water loss. They can sleep in the state for 3 to 5 years. 4. Mountain stone wers. These huge insects only live in New Zealand. They can withstand freezing 80% of their body tissues. A wetter's brain and heart freeze and technically die, but then they float with no damage sustained. This helps the weta survive temperature changes in the mountains. 5. Mummy chogs. These fish are capable of surviving in almost any conditions. They've been found in chemically polluted habitats. They were even sent to Skylab, the first space station, in 1973. The fish hatched during this experiment suffered no ill effects. 6. Great white sharks. Great white sharks are ruthless predators. They eat around 11 tons of food a year, but they don't need to eat often to survive. A single meal can sustain them for 3 months. The longer they go hungry, the better their hunting skills get. 7. Honey badgers. These ferocious mammals hunt anything that moves. They even attack crocodiles. They can digest an entire animal, including bones, feathers, and fur. Honey badgers are nearly immune to venom. This allows them to take on snakes, wasps, and scorpions. 8. Ohms. Ohms are amphibians that live in underground caves. These blind, colorless creatures prey on small crabs. Ohms convert food to lipids and glycogen. When there's no food, they lower their metabolic rate. An inactive ohm can live up to 10 years from its nutrient reserves. 9. Tardigrades. Tardigrades can survive extreme heat, cold, and radiation. They can survive the vacuum of space and even intense pressures. They can live without food or water for decades. The secret is this: in unfavorable conditions, a tardigrade dries out. It dehydrates itself and curls up into a ball, called a ton. The ton then goes into cryptobiosis. Cryptobiosis is a state of existence where the animal needs no nutrition. 10. Immortal jellyfish. This is the only biologically immortal animal. It can cycle from an adult stage to a juvenile polyp stage. Basically, it reverts to being young once it gets old. The jellyfish's natural lifespan has no known limit. Immortal jellyfish can still be killed by predators or disease, but they're resistant to aging.